Hello again, Guardians, and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny episode. Before we get started, I'm giving away 1,000 silver this week on the channel, or a Destiny emblem from Bungie.net store. All you have to do to enter and win is be subscribed, show your support and like the video, and leave a comment down below in reference to Age of Triumph and Destiny 2. Now, if you enter in, the announcement winners will be announced every Tuesday on the first Destiny upload of the week, so stay tuned for Tuesdays. Now, to get into this video, we're going to be talking about the Bungie live stream that happened on March 22nd, which is today, and it starts off with the armor, showcased in a beautiful display of art and a fashion show. So here is the Vault of Glass armor sets for the Hunter, Titan, and the Warlock from left to right. And the art was done by one of the Bungie developers, but this is a beautiful concept art, but doesn't really show the true nature of this armor that they showcased in the talent show. So let's move over to that fashion show and take a look. So Guardians, here's the Hunter with the ornamentation from the Vault of Glass armor set, and it looks absolutely incredible. We've seen this one showcased quite a bit though, so we've gotten pretty used to it. It's been showcased in a lot of concept art, it's been showcased in photos, trailers, and up to this point we finally get to see it live in some gameplay action on the Dreadnought, which is actually really cool. Now, moving from the Hunter over to the Warlock, we can change it up quite a bit. So there's blue lighting on the Warlock Bond. The Warlock Bond has also changed quite a bit. Also significance to the back of the Warlock with these blue tentacles. And we've also got some blue lighting on the gauntlets. And then the legs were described as fully robotic, and there's no actual human limb or exo leg inside of those. It's actually completely ripped off of the Vex and attached to our body from the kneecap, which is really interesting. Moving onward, they also talked about the Titan. The Titan was displayed as two robotic arms on the top, mostly human on the bottom. There was the Titan mark, which was showcased with some blue light, and then on the back was that shield that kind of resembled something from the Nexus Mind, which is actually really interesting. So alongside all of this, those three armor sets are the Vault of Glass with the ornamentation, and they look pretty sick. They're not my personal favorite. We'll be getting to that very, very soon. To be more specific, right now. So here's the Crotas End raid armor, which is all ornamented. This is the concept art behind it, but honestly, preferably my favorite. Personally, actually seeing it in-game is way better, so let's take a look at the fashion show. Now Guardians, this is what I've been waiting for, the moment of truth of remaking the Crotas End raid armor for my Warlock. Personally, Warlock armor set, my favorite, was Crotas End raid back in year 1, and now that it's back at a 400 light level, I can now rep it once again inside of Trials, or Iron Banner, or the raid. Super ecstatic about that. But not only did they redo it with ornaments, you can actually have a special effect by shooting the Guardian with that ornament, and it actually disperses the ornamentation and makes it disappear. A couple seconds later, it comes back, as you've seen in this footage. And that's also with the Hunters. Let's check it out. So, Hunter right here, and the ornamentation for this is really cool, but let's shoot him. Disappears, and then that skull starts glowing back up again. The ornamentation is also on your fingertips for the Hunter, which is really cool. So, moving on to the Titan. Titan does the exact same effect. And all of these ornamentations, I've actually gone to realize it kind of makes you look like a hive god, which is actually really cool. So that is the ornamentation for the Warlock, Hunter, and the Titan from left to right. And now let's move on to the next armor set. Now Guardians, moving on to King's Fall raid armor set with the ornamentation, actually showcased in the concept art design. This concept art design looks really cool and it implements the ornaments really well, but I think looking at it in real life, inside of gameplay, would be a bit better, so let's take a look at the fashion show. Starting off with the Titan first, Titan armor set. Pretty sick and standard. It just looks like a really intense hive armor. The hive armor is a lot more complex in King's Fall because those hive have been ascended for much longer than what Crota was, and this kind of just shows off that we are becoming a even more intense hive god, and we actually have the power to take things, and that's kind of really cool. So a part of our armor is slightly taken with a really strange blue aura, and that blue aura can be dispersed if you shoot the Guardian. So as it did for the Crotas End raid, you can then disperse that blue aura with this one as well. Moving on is the Warlock armor set. The Warlock armor set you can disperse as well, and honestly the Warlock armor set, that helmet looks super, super sick. Next up, the Hunter. and it's got a very weird ornamentation on its head, but don't worry about that. As you can see, if you shoot the Guardian, it will also disperse the ornamentation. Dispersing the ornamentation is just a new thing that Bungie decided to add to bump up the pristine look to all of these armor sets. Moving on, let's move to Wrath of the Machine. Now, Guardians, I know a lot of you are probably saying that didn't watch the live stream, why are we going over Wrath of the Machine? We already know the ornaments, we already know normal and hard mode version of the armor sets, but believe me, it's changed significantly if you look at the concept art. This concept art showcases the Wrath of the Machine armor in the new version. Alongside that, this is the second to last armor set we're going to talk about before the end of this video, so enjoy. Now let's go to the fashion show. So as the Guardians are walking out for the fashion show, I'd like to just leave a comment that yes, the Wrath of the Machine armor does have another set of ornaments, and these ornaments are going to be the new version, the Age of Triumph version. And what happened is our armor from the Wrath of the Machine was described as the normal, the hard mode, which is an upgrade, and then now we upgrade it even further by getting ornaments, and then we upgrade it again and we release the Siva Plague. So basically, our armor is a representation of that Siva becoming kind of a mind of its own. It's controlling itself now, and it's controlling the Guardian's armor. It's no longer in our control. It's starting to infect everything around us. And the great thing about this is if you shoot the Guardian, it does disperse, and it's pretty cool. So that is the final version of the Wrath of the Machine armor set. They didn't showcase too much of it, but let's move on to the Age of Triumph armor. So Guardians, here's the Age of Triumph armor, and it is actually a chroma armor set, so let's move over to the fashion show and take a look at it. So the fashion show starts us off with the Hunter, and the Age of Triumph armor is going to resemble a lot of Year 1 armor sets, and that's the point. They tried to take a Year 1 armor set and remaster it into the Age of Triumph style because they wanted to take us back to our roots of when the game started, and that was a pretty cool idea and concept. Alongside this, those armor sets are going to also have chromas attached with them, so you can actually activate chromas on the armor and change your colors depending on your shader and the chroma set that you use. And with that, you've got some really cool active glowing effects on the armor as well. So next up is going to be the Titan at the last, all the way at the end on the right. And this armor set I personally think is my favorite out of the Age of Triumph armor sets. I like the Titan. It's sleek, standard, and it just resembles something of Year 1, but it's still got a nice flair to it, and that's what I really enjoy about this. And Guardians, that's all the information for this video. Thank you all so much for stopping by this video, but in the background right now are some weapons being showcased. There was too much information in this live stream to put all into one video, so I actually wanted to break it up into several parts. So the next video of all the weapons are going to be showcased next on this channel. If you want to subscribe to the channel right now to turn on notifications when that goes live, go ahead and do so. If you're already subscribed, great. And also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. Let's try to get 500 likes on this video. That'd be absolutely incredible. And as always, Guardians, stay violent, be privileged.
Oh, hi. VPG isn't here right now, but I guess you enjoyed the content. So over there's the logo you can click on. That will allow you to subscribe. More content up there, and behind the scenes daily content over here on the vlog channel. There you go. Enjoy.